Were you aware that within the MCU, there exist various versions of superheroes, including Spider-Man? Unfortunately, our beloved Spider-Man is not immune to having multiple versions of himself, and some of those versions are malevolent, corrupt, and utilize their abilities to create disorder and harm. This video will enumerate the top 5 evil versions of Spider-Man. Let's commence. Number 5. Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider is Peter Parker's alter ego who was bitten by a radioactive spider with dark magic and became consumed by his newfound darkness. He is a ruthless and sadistic villain who enjoys wreaking havoc. He wears a sinister Spider-Man costume with red eyes and sharp spider legs and can turn invisible with the suit's special material. His tragic past makes him sympathetic despite his evilness, and he has defeated some of Marvel's most powerful heroes. Ghost Spider is powerful but not invincible, as holy objects and magic weaken him. Heroes who defeated him exploited this weakness. Number 4. Patton Parnell. In an alternate universe, Patton Parnell, a rival of Peter's at Oscorp, was also bitten by a radioactive spider and gained powers similar to those of Spider-Man. However, unlike Peter, Patton used his powers for personal gain, becoming a notorious criminal known as the Arachnid. He wore a sleek black and red suit with sharp metal claws and web shooters that he had engineered himself and became a master thief. As his crimes grew bolder, the Arachnid drew the attention of Spider-Man, and the two engaged in numerous battles. The Arachnid was ruthless and showed no mercy to anyone who got in his way, making him one of the most dangerous villains in the Marvel Universe. Despite his criminal nature, the Arachnid had a loyal following of criminal cohorts who helped him carry out his schemes. His charisma and charm made him a natural leader, and his cunning plans often proved successful, but his arrogance led to his capture and imprisonment. Number 3. Zombie Spider-Man. In an alternate universe, Peter Parker was infected with a virus that turned him into a flesh-eating monster. However, instead of losing his intelligence and powers, Spider-Man retained his abilities and brilliant mind. Zombie Spider-Man's appearance is ghastly, with his skin and costume decaying and covered in blood. He moves with the same agility and speed as the original Spider-Man, but now with a terrifying hunger for human flesh. Despite being a zombie, Spider-Man's sense of responsibility remains intact. He is still committed to protecting the citizens of New York City, but now he does it by feeding on criminals and villains. Despite his weaknesses, Zombie Spider-Man is still a force to be reckoned with. He is incredibly strong and fast, and his spider sense is still as sharp as ever. He is also immune to most physical damage, making him nearly invincible. He has crossed paths with many heroes in the Marvel Universe, including the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Punisher. His interactions with other characters are always tense as they struggle to come to terms with the fact. Number 2. Dark Spider-Man. Dark Spider-Man is an evil rendition of Spider-Man, a symbol of fear and terror to the people of New York City. He is a ruthless criminal who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals, even if it means killing anyone who gets in his way. Despite his evil nature, Dark Spider-Man still has a tragic backstory that makes him a compelling character. He is a victim of his environment and struggles with the weight of his actions. He has crossed paths with many heroes in the Marvel Universe, including the Avengers and the X-Men, and has faced off against his arch-nemesis, the original Spider-Man, who he sees as a weak and cowardly version of himself. Their battles are always intense and brutal, with Dark Spider-Man using his superior strength and intellect to gain the upper hand. And number 1, the Spider. The Spider is a menacing figure with 8 spider-like legs sprouting from his back and a vicious set of fangs that drip with venom. He is covered head to toe in a black and red exoskeleton. He is not motivated by justice or heroism, but is a purely self-serving creature using his powers to hunt down and eliminate anyone who gets in his way. He is a master of stealth and infiltration, often slipping into places unnoticed to get what he wants. He is also a skilled fighter, using his spider-like abilities to overpower even the toughest opponents. Despite his ruthless nature, some are drawn to the spider's power, but even those who work with him know that the spider is not to be trusted. And that concludes our top 5 evil versions of Spider-Man. Do you have a preferred one among them? Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for viewing, and we look forward to your company in our next video.